Feels like COVID. You're locked inside, there's no way you can get out. Sometimes it feels a bit landlocked.
Residents who literally have like chronic injuries and disabilities, and they've just sort of been stuck.
When I walked down the last time on Saturday, when I came back up, I was in pain for about 2 to 3 days. I'm still recovering.
My housemate had to leave. He has mobility issues. Until the press showed up yesterday, it just felt like, I'll just deal with it.
This is Balfron Tower. It's 28 stories high, a mix of social and private rents, and for the last week, it hasn't had any working lifts, leaving disabled and elderly residents trapped on high floors. We're meeting Peter. He lives on the 15th floor and he has a long-term spinal injury and hasn't been able to leave his flat for about a week. He doesn't want to appear on camera, but residents allege that it was only after a Reddit post made by Peter detailing the situation he was in that the building management company Way of Life came out to the lifts. We're only about halfway up, but it is a lot of stairs. When was the last time that you left your flat?
Saturday. I think besides Saturday, I have not been able to be out anywhere. My back pain, flat surface I can handle. Walking up I can handle, but walking down can be a bit painful. So when I walked down the last time on Saturday, when I came back up, I was in pain for about 2 to 3 days. I'm still recovering.
Can you tell me about the experience of being in your flat alone for a week? Kind of what was that experience like?
Feels like COVID.
It feels like COVID.
Yeah. You're locked inside, there's no way you can get out. And sometimes it feels a bit landlocked.
Were you able to get your groceries?
I got the grocery in the afternoon one time, but it was when they informed us that the lift was working again. Then we ordered food delivery. And then during that time, unfortunately, the lift went back down again. That was the time when we couldn't get it. But so far, we've been eating out of the freezer.
You've been eating out of the freezer?
I had to climb 15 stairs back up, which was really annoying because for these last, for a week before that, I've had a hamstring injury. It's a gym-related injury. But it's been quite bad. So I've had to get a trainer to sort of help me recover from it. And the recovery was going so well. And I was so worried because when I climbed up 15 stairs for the first time, it was really painful. So I was really worried that my recovery is going to be pointless if I have to keep doing this. So I immediately started emailing the building. They emailed back saying, I mean, they didn't email back. They sent an email to everyone saying that it's going to take about 2 days to fix. We're sorry for the trouble. And I was like, okay, 2 days is fine. I did have to postpone a few things, but I was like, it's just 2 days. I can do this. Like, I don't need to be at these places at the risk of my hamstring because it's just recovering. So I postponed a lot of things. And then 2 days later, we find out that it's going to take longer. And this time there was no clear indication of when. There's people like Peter who has a severe spine injury. Mine is just a temporary hamstring injury. I've got it better than all of the others. But there's people with spinal injuries. There's another resident who hasn't been able to come home since the lift broke down because of a spinal injury and because the management won't respond back. And it is only after the Reddit post that we found out about a lot of legal rights that we have that we didn't know of before we posted on Reddit, which was already 6 days, 5 days after the whole incident. 6. So someone told us that if you are in need of alternative accommodation, the building management is supposed to be providing that for you. Your landlord is supposed to be providing that for you. And they obviously did not for this resident.
You made a Reddit post yesterday about the situation, about the fact that you're on the 15th floor. You have a long-term spinal injury, which means you couldn't make it up and down these stairs. Do you think that it was that Reddit post and the attention that it gained that led to someone coming out and looking at the list?
Oh, it's not just one thing, because I think Vazu and the other residents here are doing all the same thing too. We've been reaching out. We've been reaching out to the council people, the MP. So it's a collective effort. But the Reddit post is amazing. To be honest, it's the kind of support and love that people express in that gives you hope.
Have you heard anything from the building management company about the Reddit post?
Yes. I did get a rather unpleasant visit. I don't know whether I'm just overthinking it, but it's just that I understand they're under a lot of pressure because of the press, and the press is here because of the Reddit thing. Just to be honest, and I think they feel like there's no time for them to do anything. We were talking to the PL people yesterday too. I mean, the point is not to argue here. The point is to work out a point-to-point plan that we can be realized. I mean, if this is going to be a 4 weeks thing, then we need to seek help. If this is only going to be a 3 days thing, then it's going to be okay. But it's about expectation.
And are the lifts working now?
I honestly don't know, because it's like blinking light. This second is on, the next second is off. Yesterday they were telling us that they were going to be sending engineer on site, but it's a struggle for everyone. I mean, they're trying to do what they can do, and we're trying to live with the limits. And clarity helps. And I think that if they actually can provide us with a viable situation planning and provide us with the worst case scenario, then we know how to manage it.
I'm on the 21st floor, which meant that I was, instead of taking my dog for walkies, I was carrying him up 3 floors to the roof garden. But in the end, yeah, I just needed walkies with him. It's like, I don't know, for both of us. So I've got a doggy rucksack and I put him in. And then, yeah, you just have to be really strategic. And I'm also talking today because I want to advocate for all the people in the building that couldn't go up and down the stairs. Like, it can be a bit like, oh, ha, 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 oh, you know, but like, actually, it's just really not funny for people with children, people with mobility issues, disabled people. What if someone was pregnant? What if someone needed to move house? What if there's an emergency? Like, so at first it kind of starts off like a little bit funny, and it very quickly gets really frustrating. My housemate had to leave. He has mobility issues. And one of my neighbours and friends on the top floor also had to leave. Until the press showed up yesterday, no one is really, it just felt like, oh, just deal with it. We got told that there was 24-hour like help and assistance. That was not true. I had so many neighbours panicking, needing help. My housemate was staying away. His food arrived. I had to go and like put it in a freezer on the first floor because my neighbor told me that there was an apartment that we could use the kitchen. No one was answering the phone. He was told no one could help him. My other neighbor's getting help. Like, everybody's having different experiences. And that's also really frustrating because information is respect. If we have information, we can plan accordingly. If we're not getting that information, then we don't feel respected.